Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Last weekend was very interesting. I was in Irvine, California, and we did a yoga teachers training course. And there were about a good number of people, about 75 people, out of which 10 of them were physicians, doctors. And all of their interest was, guess what? Pranayama, breathing.
Oh, okay.
They said we know all about asana, we know meditation, all about pranayama. So we taught them enough pranayama to the point we said, by the end of the course, if you ask your name, you say, my name is pranayama, you know. So the theory behind pranayama basically is, we have the 8 limbs of yoga as a practice. Yoga is a philosophy. We'll talk all about it tomorrow, so we'll hear more. It's like 196 sutras, and of which 193 is controlling your mind. And the most powerful tool to control your mind is your breath, because breath is connecting between your body and mind. And out of the 8 limbs of practice, the 4th limb is called pranayama. It's called in Sanskrit called yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharan, and samadhi. Basically, first one is a social restraint, second is your personal restraint. Asana is alignment, internal and external alignment. Pranayama, even they talk about, is a breathing exercise. It's basically a control and restraint of your breath. And the word pranayama has 2 components. One is called prana, one is called yam. Prana is a subtle energy. It's a life force which keeps us awake, alert, alive, healthy. But yam is a control and restraint. And interestingly, what we are telling them all the time, is a breath is not the prana. Breath is the carrier of prana. It's like electricity. Prana is electricity and breath is like electric cable. So in a pranayama practice, yogic tradition says that the prana, the life force, resides about 9 fingers out of your nose, and during every breath you take the prana, and in yogic tradition our whole body does the breathing, not only lung. So by the power of breathing, the prana goes to the organ of healing. Like for me, it goes to my heart, the organ of healing. And it's called a pranic healing. And then following the pranayama, the other steps, what happens, the next one is control of senses, focus, meditation, and last limb is called your samadhi, is the union of your body, mind, and spirit. So we have our core group here. We'll do a little practice. The first practice of pranayama is that it is a therapeutic pranayama, called a pranayama for different diseases. And you have to practice it effortlessly and slowly build it up. Because the muscles of your respiration, they're called skeletal muscles. They can be trained and also they can be relaxed. So the first component is, in asana practice, you practice a relaxation of the muscles of respiration. So we'll start with the relaxation of the upper part of the body. Then we'll go the pranayamas step by step, and we'll see what our whole group in California says after hearing this whole practice today. So again, the first practice is able to sit down comfortably, what we call the sthiram sukham asanam. Stillness is a sthiram, sukham is the happiness in asana. So if you sit down in a cross-legged, you put your feet underneath your knees, cross in the middle, keep your spine straight. This is the perfect posture. And always sit down with the spine straight. All of you are so perfect, with the spine straight. If you have a problem sitting on the ground, you can also sit in a chair. That's why I keep a chair here. In fact, I might be doing it more in the chair, so you'll see the person who wants to get a therapeutic effect You can sit down in a chair and also do the whole pranayama practice. Next is, we always practice, we quieting down our mind. The first important quieting down is a hand, because hand is connected to your mind. So touch your index finger and thumb and we put it over our knees. Keep our spine straight and have our eyes closed. With the eyes closed, you visualize your breath. You visualize your breath coming in through your nostril. You visualize the air is going through your nose. And nose is your almost like a personal air conditioner. If outside air is cold, nose is going to warm it up. If outside air is warm, it's going to cool it down. It removes all the particle matters from your air, and it also releases a substance called nitric oxide, which is very good for body's physiological function. It is called vasodilation. So the air is going behind your throat, upper part of the lung, middle part of the lung, lower part of the lung, at almost to the level of your belly button. And visualize again the air is coming out from lower part of the lung, middle part of the lung, upper part of the lung, coming out through your nose. Now practice few breathing. Exhalation longer than inhalation. Lung is like a balloon. It has a 4-liter capacity. Mainly breathe 500 cc. Empty the lung. So breathe out first, effortlessly, as long as you can. Breathe in effortlessly, as long as you can. And breathe out longer than breathing in. Just practice few breaths, breathing out longer than breathing in. Then slowly we practice a set of breathing technique called Bhramri Pranayama or bumblebee breathing. In the meantime, for bringing better relaxation, if you see you can balance, you can put and cross your leg in opposite direction, so you balance your both half of your brain. It's a very powerful yogic tool. Slowly bring your index finger in your forehead. Use the 3 fingers to close your eyes. Use the thumb to close your ear. And close your mouth. So you'll be breathing out first. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out with the sound of a bee. We'll do it about 3 times. Let's do all together. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. get both the hands, keep rubbing your hands, keep rubbing your hands, keep rubbing. When you feel the warmth in your hand, then take both the hands, make a cup. It's called palming and cupping. Put it over your eyes. Let the eyes take all the heat from your hand. Massage your forehead, massage your eyes, massage your face and head and neck. Is a powerful relaxation practice. Today is a very important day. We are sandwiched between your Valentine's Day and the President's Day. And I don't know how they put that yoga therapy retreat tomorrow, so they may not have looked these conflicts. So they called me some time back. I said, it's a perfect time because only dedicated yogi and yoginis will be there. So yeah, a lot of people are coming tomorrow, but I get a lot of email saying that it's very hard in between Valentine's Day and President's Day because people are working to get it off on this long weekend on Monday. So in asana practice, also relaxation, you also do it in stages. So the first stage will be, the next one is called your Siddhasana, if you can do. You put your heel to the back, you put your one foot on the top, and let the other knee falls down very easily, very comfortably. And the saying is that in stages, impossible become possible. So start with our hands. First relax our hands. The way to do the hands is called the baby fist, Balo Mushti Mudra. Take the thumb, put the thumb inside and close. And we do it throughout the whole day, 24/7. Relaxes our hand. It really removes all the aches and pains on our hands. When you practice with your breathing, put your hands in the front, you breathe out first. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and do the Adhi Mudra or Bala Mushti Mudra. Let's do a few more times. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Wrist gets relaxed in extension. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I practice every single day in the morning. I just finished my morning practice. I'm here to share with you. The nice way to see if your wrists are relaxed, initially it looks pretty difficult, but if you can put your hand, initially it will be like this. But if you close your eyes, keep doing your breathing out longer than breathing in, and slowly in time, this thing is going to happen. Once this thing happens, you get a profound relaxation of your wrist, hand, the whole upper body. Very powerful therapy for carpal tunnel, any wrist pain. So all the aches and pain goes away. In fact, all the aches and pains are due to tightness. So more and more you're relaxed, better and better is your relaxation. Relax your shoulder, put your hands, or in the meantime, I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed. See if I can progress a little bit more. From here, I do it. It's called a half lotus, or it's called a swastika asana. Now always listen to my body's signal. What is my body's signal? Pain. Pain and effortless breathing. So if I have a pain here, I back off a little bit. Even if I here, I'll back off more. But if I'm comfortable, no pain, I stay here and I listen to my breath. So what is effortless breath? I can talk, I can even sing. Very simple. So shoulder relaxation, put your hand in the shoulder, slowly bring the elbows together and breathe out first. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out, make a wide big circle. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Always create a balance balance in yoga practice. Balance is activation of the both sides of the brain. In fact, so try opposite now, breathe in to the opposite side. In yoga, the health is defined as a balance of your body, mind and spirit. I always practice this with my eyes closed. Once my eyes are closed, and especially my pranayama practice, I do all the time my eyes closed, but also the comfortable, relaxing asanas, I do with my eyes closed. When you're standing up or doing the other poses, it's a little different. You can hold your wrist on the top, and with your breathing, breathe out first, take a deep breath in, and slowly pull it down behind your head. And same breathing cycle, you come back in the middle. So breathe in here, and slowly breathe out. And same breathing cycle, you come back in the middle. Breathe in the middle. Really brings a profound relaxation. I also have a little bit of pain in my right shoulder. I know this is from probably, a rotator cuff tear, but with the relaxation, it goes away. The pain, only problem with your joint pain is it lasts for so long, people cannot take it any longer. We all go through this. I have a knee problem, a shoulder problem, but this all slowly and slowly clears up with the yoga practice. We relax our neck. So again, I'm balancing myself and in stages. So now I'm taking my opposite foot, put it in the other side, and this is also called your half lotus or swastika asana. My hands gets relaxed when I do the baby fist. This is called Adhi Mudra. So I do the Adhi Mudra, gently put over both of my knees, and now I start relaxing my neck. So in the middle part, I first breathe out first. In yogic tradition, you always breathe out first. Take a deep breath in and slowly drop your neck to the back. Breathe out, slowly bring it in the front, and listen to your body's signal. There is no pain and you're having effortless breathing. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You can do a few more times. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, bring your neck in the middle part. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Drop your neck to one side. And the same breathing cycle, slowly bring your head in the middle. Breathe in the middle. Breathe out in the other side. We always try to practice same way every single day. So do it a few more times. Breathe in the middle, breathe out. Because if you do the same practices every single day, your brain starts knowing that that's the way relaxation sets in. It's called, the medical term is called neuroplasticity, or what we call a habit forming. Once the habit forms, all the muscles, ligaments stays relaxed. So I have a pain. pain in my neck is not due to a herniated disc, not due to your spinal stenosis. It's an irritation of a nerve and tightness of the muscles. Relaxation, pain goes away. Third practice in the middle, breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Slowly turn your head to the back without turning your shoulder. But during exhalation, remember the effortless breathing is the relaxation during yoga, asana practice. Breathe in here, breathe out all the way to the back. And again, like by habit forming or neuroplasticity, I always do this with my eyes closed. When my eyes are closed, I follow my breath. But with my eyes closed, I clearly see my body. That is called my subtle body. Sthula Sharir and Shukha Sharir. It is such a wonderful practice. How many times you need to do? 4 or 5 times in each one is good. But for me, what happens when I'm doing it, I'm totally in a transcendental state. I really have no recollection of counting. I don't know even how many times I've done it, but it is the union of your body and mind. Finally, drop your head down, breathe out first, take a deep breath in, and slowly rotate your neck to the left, to the back, to the right, and in the front. Breathe in the middle, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just a few more times on the opposite side. So this time also, you breathe in the middle, breathe out, start the opposite side. To the right, to the back, to the left, and in the front. So breathe in here first, to the right, to the back, to the left, and in the front. You're feeling a profound level of relaxation, and the biggest sign of relaxation is your mouth getting wet, called saliva in your mouth. That we call it parasympathetic activation. More and more practice you do these relaxation practices, you develop that whole body relaxation. So I'm relaxed enough, so I can go ahead and put my other foot higher and sit down in a, call it lotus pose. You know, many of you can do a lotus pose, you can get in right away, but once I do in stages, I feel that effect of it. This is a powerful relaxation practice. Body won't let you to sit down like this unless you relax. So whole upper body relaxation takes place when you do a called prayer pose to the back. So slowly, you take your both the hands to the back, and if you can turn around, you can do the little prayer pose to the back, and you can stay in this posture for a while, or slowly bring it up. Keep your spine straight, and it will come to a posture where you feel completely comfortable. No pain, effortless breathing, and you stay here for a little longer time. Your spine is straight, your breathing becomes effortless, and also if you bring in, we call it a double dose of relaxation. In this posture, I do many a times my neck relaxation. For example, in this posture, I will do a slow neck rotation. So drop my head down, so I breathe in first, or in yoga practice I breathe out first, take a deep breath in, I slowly rotate my head to the left, to the back, to the right and in the front. And look at this, how beautiful relaxation it is. Your whole upper body is relaxed, your neck is relaxed. In this relaxation technique, your breathing becomes effortless. In fact, if we test it, if I take a deep breath in now, I'm going to breathe about 3 or 4 times more than what I'm breathing normally. And that is the basis of pranayama practice. Relaxation of your respiratory muscles and able to do the whole practice effortlessly. The moment you do a breathing technique or pranayama with an effort, you cause a lot more harm for your body and mind. As simple as it is. So let's do a little bit relaxation of your lower part. So the relaxation of the lower part of the body will be very, very powerful. In fact, we do it all the time. I think one of you have done it before. When you relax, what you can do, you can raise your body higher. You can put your hands on the side. You slowly can raise your body high up and stay high up. This is called Tulasana. And it happens because you are relaxed. And you can stay up for a while. It's a very, very nice way. So let's start with relaxation of our lower part of the body. So in a lower part of the body, again, keep hold the legs straight. And best way to keep your spine straight is put your hands on both sides, keep your spine straight. This is called Dandasana. Start with your toes, separate your toes with the breathing. Breathe in and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So separation of the toes brings relaxation of your feet and all the pain in the feet. Your bunion, plantar fasciitis, all the pain slowly and slowly goes away. And the market is full of it. Yoga toes, yoga socks, yoga shoes, all of them has just a separator of the toes. Relaxation of the ankle is very important with your breathing. Breathe in first and slowly drop your ankle down with the breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Then slowly the breathing, you can rotate your feet. Breathe in, breathe out. I tell you one, with the yoga practices, we have so much of aches and pains now. We have a pain in the knee, pain in your hips, pain in your back, shoulder, name it. Slowly go to the opposite side. But with the nice yogic relaxation practice, what happens, you do get some pain. I won't say that you get rid of pain completely, but the acute pain, like a severe exacerbation pain, those pain goes away. And this is another beautiful tool for your bunion. People has a bunion, and I tell you one, if any got an operation done for bunion, the most painful operation they have ever created is this. Very, very nice way. One very important relaxation is a seated forward bend. So slowly, if you can raise your hands, wherever it goes, there. But if it goes like that, it's beautiful. And then, like what beautiful Mary is doing, there's a little strap at the beginning, and slowly, and then keep looking straight. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in, and slowly drop your body down wherever it goes. Remember one thing, is always listen to your body's signal. I'm not pushing myself. I'm here. So I'm having a pain and a little discomfort here, I back off. I find the place where I'm comfortable. I'll say no pain, but little bit of, we call it a comfortable discomfort. With a discomfort, but still comfortable, and I'm breathing. I'm breathing effortlessly. And then we find the place where I need to find where I'm comfortable. I'm not staying in this posture. See, most important thing, you don't push yourself. You find a posture, stay here. Effortless breathing, breathing out longer than breathing in, and then stay here between 5 to 10 breaths. Then when you get up, slowly do it one step at a time. Very important yogic practice. You do it with knees and hips relaxation. You take one of your feet on the top. You can use your fingers to separate your toes. This is a very, very nice way. Take one of your knees and then you hold the knees high up. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in and slowly drop the knee down. See how far it goes down. You don't push yourself. If you push it yourself, it will come back higher. So stay here. Do your breathing. Breathing out longer than breathing in. And slowly this thing will take place. So a few more times. You breathe in. Breathe out. I'm so comfortable using all the practice with my eyes closed, and even if sometimes I try to keep my eyes open, my eyes get closed during our breathing practice. But it's normal. That's what the function of your brain. Function of the brain is called creating a habit for us. I'm sitting down like this, I'm not trying. My brain is allowing me to sit down like this. Let's balance it to the opposite side. Knee and hips are also very powerful side of emotion. See how easily it is. It goes in and out when you are relaxed. Initially it was so tight, I could not even put my fingers in, but now my finger goes in and out so easily. Slowly I take my knee again, I bring it up. So breathe out first, take a deep breath in, and slowly drop it down into the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. And then what happens when your eyes are closed, you're practicing your relaxation of the asanas and having a awareness of your breath. You totally transcend from your body and mind and essentially to your spirit. So meditation, you don't do meditation. Meditation comes to you. When you prepare your body, breath and mind, you are in a meditative state. And most important meditative state is staying calm in the middle of crisis. And I will be in the first weekend of March, I'll be in Richmond. They have a very nice meditation center. It's called a heartfulness meditation. And they do just simply, they start with the meditation. So my practice will be there, preparing your body and mind for meditation. It's a very important concept. For a hip relaxation, You can do a Baddha Konasana or called Titliyasana, butterfly. Put your feet together, slowly bring close to you, clasp your hand, and slowly you move your both the knees. This is called Titliyasana, like a butterfly. If you keep your eyes closed and do your breathing out longer than breathing in, slowly and slowly you will see your knees are going towards the ground. Don't force yourself. This is the most important yogic practice. Hip is the site of emotion. So all the emotion related disorders, they get controlled with the relaxation of the hip. The important emotion related disorder today is our hypertension, neuropsychiatric disorders. And knee is the site of fear. So when your knee is relaxed, you have a control of fear. Stress. Stress is the fear of unknown. So stress gets controlled and better. Many of you can do very slowly. It is called the total body relaxation. This is called your squatting pose. If you're able to sit in a squatting pose, you can see this, my ankle is relaxed, my knee is relaxed, my hip is relaxed, my whole body is relaxed. If I can put my hand together, separate your fingers, extend your wrist, and put one this side, other side, and slowly bring it close to you. Keep your spine straight. Keep looking straight. Do your breathing out longer than breathing in. All of it, beautiful. Look at all of you, you know. And this is the very nice way where it's doing. Yeah, put a block and support yourself, and it will come to you slowly. And next is one very important relaxation practice and healing is you're able to get up without a support. It's a very nice way to control your body and mind. Throughout the whole day, slowly get down and then get up on your own. Very nice. So let's skip the standing asanas today and let's do the pranayama practice. If you can sit down in the ground, is good. I'm going to sit in a chair, so I'm going to show the people that it is so easy to do in a chair. Let me put the chair in the proper place so you'll be able to see me well. So the first important practice for pranayama is able to keep your spine straight. So if you sit in a chair, you always keep your spine straight. Even if you go all the way to the back, keep your spine straight. So quieting down your mind and able to keep your spine straight. That is the most important concept. We are properly grounded, and if you look at my body, it is totally right-handed. In fact, I have a lady on our in temple practice. She had a Parkinson's disease. You know, she had a, she was always having a tremor, but by the time she sit down this way, her tremor goes away. It was so beautiful way of explaining how see, the tremor is due to your tightness of the muscles. The muscles have called fasciculation, and the relaxation takes place.
Well, with Parkinson's, are the muscles are they degenerating or?
No, Parkinson is, a condition in the brain.
Okay.
It is called your substantia nigra, and they don't produce enough dopamine. Okay, there is the lack of dopamine, but it's an aging process, and it's also a degenerative process. But the clinical presentation is the tremor, and stuttering of the speech, and it all happens because of the tightness of the muscles. So by the time they do relaxation, whatever the main effect is, slowly and slowly it clears up. In fact, the medication they give to increase your dopamine. So hand is very important, and hand mudras. We talked about hand mudras. Our universe is made of 5 elements: space, air, fire, water, earth, and the 5 elements in our body, 5 elements in our hand. Space is the middle finger, because it's a bigger finger. Air is mobile. Air is your index finger. Fire is your thumb. Water is your little finger, and earth is your ring finger. So the first hand gesture or mudra we do, touch your index finger and thumb. This is called your meditation mudra, or knowledge mudra, Jnana mudra, or dhyana mudra. It quiets down your whole body and mind. That's what you will see all the yogis practice, touching index finger and thumb. If you bend your index finger and put your thumb in the top, this is called your Vayu mudra. It controls your vata, controls your pain. Pain is all due to vata. Pain in your neck, pain in your back, pain in your joints. So we do practice, and we practice all the pranayama, different mudras. This is called a Shunya mudra. Touch your middle finger and thumb. This improves your hearing. One very important thing about mudra is, initially you're a little tight, your fingers will be up here, but that's okay. By the time you get a little relaxed, the fingers will drop down on its own. You don't have to do anything. So you touch your ring finger and thumb. This is called Prithvi mudra. This is for diabetes and obesity. Touch your little finger and thumb. This is called Varun mudra. This is to control your bladder, control your fluid, and we'll practice all the mudras during our pranayama. Touch your little finger, ring finger and thumb. This is called Shakti mudra, strength in your body. You feel in the morning, you don't feel that you have enough energy today, you practice pranayama with the Shakti mudra. Touch your middle finger, ring finger and thumb. This is called your Apana mudra, digestion mudra, Pachan mudra. It is your elimination of body's toxic material. Anything high in your body, high in your chemistry, is going to go down with your Apana mudra. If you put an index finger down, this is called Apana Vayu mudra. This is a very powerful mudra to control your heart and lung function all the time. And you can do this is called your Linga mudra, which is a very nice mudra. You know, children do it all the time. Children will put the hand and put it here. It improves your lung function, removes your phlegma. So the kids have a little bit of runny nose, congested, they do it all the time. In fact, this is the controlling of bladder. And I have seen kids saying, oh, you have to go number 1, you have to number 1. Just press your pinky. And they feel it. It has a really functional effect. So there are a lot of other mudras which quiets down our mind. This is one. This is called a Hakini mudra. You touch the tip of finger. It happens all the time. I'm listening to somebody, and when I'm paying more and more attention, my finger goes like that without knowing. And I show it all the time. I show people, I'm in a conference, somebody's paying attention. So we'll do pranayama also with this Hakini mudra. If you're anxious, anxiety goes away, it's called your Kongshel mudra, called a Shankha mudra. And both the hands, you wrap your left thumb with your right hand, wrap your left hand over your right hand, have your index finger and thumb, touch it like this. This is called your Kongshel mudra, Shankha mudra. This is to control your anxiety, nervousness, so very important. Then again, doing the balancing, you take both the hands, as my left hand now, wrap my right thumb. Right hand wraps around your left hand, touch your index finger and thumb. And when you're really getting a big yoga practice and do it all the time, you can do it with the eyes closed. My eyes are closed. When my eyes are closed, I can totally access my body. That is called a subtle body. Here I am, right hand is wrapping in your left thumb, left hand wrapping in the right hand, controlling my anxiety, anxiousness, very nice way. The opposite side, left hand wrapping the right thumb, right hand wrapping the left hand, touching index finger and thumb. And finally, the most powerful mudra is called balancing both sides of the head. It's called a Dhenu mudra. And you do opposite fingers. Both the hands, you touch your index finger to the middle finger. You touch the right middle finger to the index finger. You touch your right ring finger with the little finger with the ring finger, the thumb. It's called udder of a cow. It balances both sides of the brain. I still remember Steffi was asking me one day, she said, is it real mudra or you're making it up? You know, I said, Steffi, we have one of our guru called Google. Now Google has their own database. Before Google is to take you to somewhere. So if you put call it Dhenu mudra, it will come up. Also, again try one more time. Index finger goes to the middle finger. Opposite. Right index finger goes to the left middle finger. Right middle finger goes to the left index finger. And turn your hand a little bit. Ring finger goes to the little finger. Little finger touches the ring finger. And I have all of them in my book. And I have how to do it, what is the importance of it, what the physiological function does. And one of the most difficult mudras is called your feminine strength, called Joni mudra. It takes a little time and practice, but I just want to show it to you. If you want to do it with me, you will see the difference of it. My right ring finger goes behind my left middle finger. And left index finger wraps around my right ring finger. Little finger comes in the front. Both the middle finger comes in the front. And my right index finger wraps around my left ring finger. And I bring both the thumbs in front, put it here. This is the most powerful or feminine power in yogic practice. Called Joni mudra.
Okay, we can do that one again, right?
Okay, try. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is you can just keep doing it, and one day it will happen. You know, like right ring finger goes behind your left middle finger. Now, left index finger wraps around your right ring finger. Then bring the little finger in the front. Bring the middle finger in the front. So you are left with the left ring finger and the right index finger. You pull those two down here on the right side, and then you bring your thumbs in front. That is your Joni mudra. I practice it, that's why you get a proficient in it. So the first pranayama practice, and also there is a few other mudra. This is a very nice way, and I practice it. The same mudra which you have, this is called your Dhanu mudra or Gana mudra. If you put it hands down like this is called a Chinmay mudra. It opens up your lower part of the lung. If you close the other fingers, it opens up your middle part of the lung. And if you do that called Adhi mudra or the baby fist, thumb inside and close, it opens up upper part of the lung. And upper part of the lung is not being used most of the time. And babies, when the babies cries, they'll do like this and cry. So they improve the lung function. So for the pranayama practice, I like to practice with the Adhi mudra. And I do it. In fact, it again happens to me. And my hand is somewhere, I'm doing my pranayama practice, automatically it goes like this. So first pranayama practice was breathing out longer than breathing in. And next is, you have all the your retained carbon dioxide in the lung, 3.5 liter, you want to blow it out. So how to blow? It's called the bellows. And you heard my story all the time. So we city people who have never seen a bellows, you know, the bellows is used to, you do your fireplace, the blacksmith. So Mary was so kind with me. She invited me one day, we are in her home. She said, I have a gift for you, a beautifully wrapped gift. When I opened it up, guess what? It was a real bellows, you know. And I have it in my car all the time. I show it to people. I said, you know, and very interesting, Mary, you were absolutely right. A lot of people have not seen it.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of people have not seen a real bellows, you know. So again, think about the bellows, and if you practice it first, then it will come to you. Huh? Bellows will be your, that first you plug, you know, fill it up. So if you do that, you will feel it. And then we do first thing in the morning also for pranayama practice. We do a jal neti, which is a neti part. And I don't know even when is the last time I have not done a neti part, you know. Every single day in the morning, I brush my teeth, I do my tongue scraping, I do a jal neti. And it became so part of my life, it's like brushing your teeth. And I show it, I demonstrate all the time. I was demonstrating on that, Arvine. I might show them tomorrow, so you guys will see. So when you do that, you feel comfortable by doing the bellows. Then, effortlessly, if you can do it just sitting down, it's a very nice way. Put it down. My eyes are closed. I say. I continue for a long time by just breathing. I'm totally effortless. How long you do it? You keep building up your practice. And generally for me, I do about an hour of practice, 25 minutes of asanas, 25 minutes pranayama, 10 minutes of meditation. I do about 4 to 5 minutes. And I tell you, by the time you do 4 to 5 minutes, you feel the effect of it. And most important effect is called hyperventilation. You feel a little bit of altered sense of consciousness, you feel a little numbness, circumpolar spasm, but this is all already normal. But also you can do, by the time you keep on practicing, which you have done, do it very rapidly without raising our hand. We'll do raising our hand soon, but you see me, so if you can follow, I'm showing you how to do it, but you have to do it a little bit more at home and what your breath will allow. So here it is, my eyes are always closed, my hand is in a Radhi Mudra. Just to show you idea about 100 counts, okay? So when I do my practice, I do about 500 counts, 600 counts, 1,000 counts. I will forget, how much I'm doing. But I feel very comfortable. Then we do at stages. In stages, and also we for different body types called Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So in the beginning, people who's never done a pranayama practice. For therapeutic, what is therapy for? This is primarily for your lung. So for asthma, for COPD, very important. So raise my hands high up slowly, and then I do very slowly very slow way. I breathe out first, I take a deep breath in, and when I pull down, I do the yogic fist. Very gently at the beginning. Let's do about 10 counts, how you feel. Then progress. Let's progress slowly. How do you progress for a body type? Say here, Mary is here. She is very much Ayurvedic practitioner. So for Vata, we'll do very slow, very controlled. Pitta will do medium pace, and for Kapha we'll do very rapid pace. So first, let's do a very slow pace, controlled. Let's do 10 count, very slow, 10 count at a medium speed, 10 count at a very rapid speed. So, medium speed. Rapid speed. We call this as a one cycle, and many times we do the cycle about 20 very slow, 20 medium, and 20 very rapid. We generally do 2 cycles, 4 cycles, 6 cycles, and it really produces a profound physiological effect to the body and mind. So all of you are practicing for a long time. Let's do it down to 20 slow, 20 medium, 20 fast. We'll do 2 sets. If you cannot continue, again remember your body. If your breath is not effortless, stop there and do the breathing. Breathing out longer than breathing in. Medium speed. Rapid speed. Slow speed. Medium speed. Rapid speed. I'm still breathing, I'm still talking, totally effortless, But what happens to me now, my whole lung is totally empty now. I take a deep breath in. Wow, I can bring in so much of oxygen in my lung. Then I breathe out as long as I can. Guess what happens? People with asthma, they can breathe in, but they cannot breathe out. So by the time they do this bellows or Bastrika, they feel that they can bring a lot more oxygen in and remove carbon dioxide. Same way with called COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. They got some blebs or balloon in the lung, they cannot breathe in. And pulmonary fibrosis, same thing happens. I do it a lot more at home, so by the time I do it, I'll do maybe about 3 cycles easily, 4, sometimes more than that, but you feel very comfortable. Next one.
Do you use all the breaths?
I use full breath. I use as long like a. I try to breathe in, as much as possible, breathe out as well. So this is normally our inhalation is active, exhalation is passive. Here, both are active. I'm doing actively, sorry. Both are active. Inhalation is active, exhalation is active. In fact, by the time we finish it, you feel warmth in your body. You feel little drowsy, dizzy. But I think a lot of people ask me, and then you see a little bit of a spasm, numbness, but it is entirely normal. It's called hyperventilation syndrome. But practice it is a very powerful yogic tool. Going against the grain of your habit trains your brain. Because, this Ayurveda, so Barry knows very well, if you keep on doing your same attributes, you hurt yourself. So it's called the law of opposite. Like people with Vada, they will do the qualities, attributes of Kapha. People with Kapha will practice attributes of Vada. So, what was the normal breathing? Active inhalation, passive exhalation. So next one will be your active exhalation, passive inhalation. That is called your Kapalbhati Pranayama or breath of fire. You have a balloon here in the abdomen, then you have a diaphragm here, you have another balloon here. So bring your awareness in your belly button, push your belly button in the back, so it creates a reduction of the space, it hits the diaphragm, air will come out. Kapal is called forehead, Bhati is called shining. It is the shining of your forehead, shining of your frontal part of your brain. Essentially, it's a cleansing pranayama. We do with the mudras. So what we'll do, we'll practice about, say, 20 counts of this Kapalbhati Pranayama, which all of you have done with me before. But for a newcomer, you'll see what we'll do, this belly button will go in. And if you're new to the practice, you can put your hand in the belly button, another hand under the nose, you'll see air comes out. So nothing moves, only this thing moves. Then we do with Kano Mudra, then we do the Vayu Mudra, we do with your Shunda Mudra, we do with your Prithvi Mudra, with your Varun Mudra, and the Shakti Mudra. So let's do only this, what will be the 6 mudras. We'll do 20 counts, or maybe 25 each, and see how you feel. So touch your index finger and thumb. I will remind you when you do 25. Close your eyes, keep your spine straight, nothing moves, just your belly button to the back. Next mudra, Vayu mudra, and do it very slowly. Just don't rush, 1 per second, as if you're doing a normal breathing. Next mudra, Shunya mudra, middle finger and thumb. You guys keep on doing it for 25 counts. Let me tell you the benefit of this pranayama. It massages your internal organs. Massages your liver, massages your stomach, massages your spleen, massages your intestine, massaging your colon, massaging the lower part in the pelvic organs. In the female, it massages your uterus, tubes, ovaries. It also hits your diaphragm. It hits the diaphragm, it hits your lung. Next one is your Prithvi mudra. Touch your ring finger and thumb and keep doing it. So it massages your lung, compresses lower part of the lung, all the air comes out. In between your lung is your heart. So every stroke you make, you are massaging the heart also. In yogic tradition, if you massage your organ, organ becomes healthy. Somebody who has stopped their heart, what do? We start pressing from outside, called CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Just massaging your heart. Look at this. This is also massaging your heart. It's like your internal CPR. Massaging all the organs, and these are the organs of all of our disease. Touch your little finger and thumb, called Varun mudra. Controls your bladder, controls the fluid in your body. Touch your ring finger, little finger and thumb, or Shakti mudra. Do another 25 counts. Let's do a few other mudra. This is called Apana mudra. Middle finger, ring finger and thumb. And then we'll do the Linga mudra. Wrap around your thumb, so the left thumb comes out, put it gently over your lap. on doing it. Generally, I do almost 100 in each mudras. Do about 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I go up to about almost 10 minutes. And this is a very powerful tool for the diabetes, people with diabetes, people with truncal obesity. And for me, this is called a metabolic mudra. Metabolic mudra means it ignites your Agni. It ignites your Jadhar Agni. So improve your digestive fire, improves your digestion. So when your digestion is complete, guess what it does? It reduces your blood sugar, reduces your cholesterol, reduces all the excess in your body. Because in whole Ayurvedic tradition, when you eat food, food converts into different tissues. It's called 7 tissues. Plasma, red blood cell, muscle tissue, fat tissue, bones and joints, nervous tissue, and then reproductive tissues. So when the food is not properly digested, the undigested food becomes your high cholesterol, ama. Ama is nothing but your high fat, high sugar, high cholesterol. And again, think about it. Diabetes, body thinks your body cannot digest your sugar. So body digestion. This is a powerful tool for your diabetes. Looks like we feel it very cold now. Should I turn that heat on? The heat, I thought the heat was off. You know. Let me.
Did it ever get up to?
It just got up, wherever it went up. It's about 70, so it's a good temperature. I think that's where it stopped, in 70. So it will stop at 72. I don't know, I'm doing pranayamas. I'm feeling warm, you know. I'm feeling nice.
So if you don't get warm doing Mastrika, I can never get it past my knees. It sort of stops there.
At the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably your, first of all, at this time of our life, we get a little bit of poor circulation in the lower part. Second is also autonomic dysfunction. Like I have myself, I have an excellent pulse. You know, I can feel my pulses in my foot.
Mm-hmm.
But I have same thing like what you have. You know, I have a cold foot, cold feet, cold hand. But during pranayama practice, I do get warm up. You know,
everything.
I mean, really, whole body feels warmed up. Maybe, you know, at the tip of the fingers, you know, and the feet. But cold feet is very common for mature people. This is the water time of our life, you know.
Yes.
So next important pranayama is exercising both half of your brain, the alternate nostril breathing called Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Alternate nostril breathing is done through your very focused quieting down, but before also, you know, I do a little bit of called your breath holding, and it's called the locks. Very important. Once you practice the lock, you'll be feeling a profound level of relaxation. So the way we do it is that, again, I do my yogic fist. I do a called first abdominal lock. It's called Uddiyana. It is a breath holding in exhalation. So you see me one time, and you'll be able to do it. So I breathe out first, like usually we practice. Take a deep breath in. Completely breathe out. I suck my stomach and hold. Then I take a deep breath in and breathe out. It's a very powerful practice. Abdominal lock. Try again one more time, same technique. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Completely breathe out. Suck your stomach in and hold. powerful practice. I lived with yogis, and yogis will never leave home without doing it. It increases the negative intra-abdominal pressure. It improves the perfusion of all the organs and very effective. Remember one thing, all the disease is here. After your vital organs, every disease is here. So yoga pays a tremendous amount of focus on the massaging this part. It's called Udar Karshi. Next one is called your chin lock. The way do you chin lock is that you keep your neck straight, you breathe out first, take a deep breath in, and breathe out and slowly drop your chin down. So if your chin comes close to your chest, chin touches your chest without bending your neck. This causes a massaging of called two sinuses on the side of your neck called carotid sinus. It quiets down your cardiovascular system and nervous system. And the best way to practice it with the breathing called breath holding in inhalation. And it's called a Murcha Pranayama. Murcha Pranayama means you're unconscious. It is so relaxing, so comforting that it really is being recommended for almost all your, we call it incurable diseases, like your AIDS and these days and all these viruses. So the technique is again, breathe out first, take a deep breath in, hold your breath and slowly drop your chin down, touch your chin to the chest and counting. See how long you can hold your breath without any effort. Best way to count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's try the practice one more time. Same sequence, breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath with the chin lock. It's a profound practice and profound therapeutic practice. So I really want you, after little asana practice this pranayamas. And finally, it's called a root lock. What you do, breathe out, contract your whole pelvic floor, contract your anal sphincter and pull it up and hold it. And best way to do it is that if you have a short of time, you do all the three together. It's called your triple lock or a great lock. And the way we do it, first, we breathe out first, take a deep breath in, completely breathe out. First you contract your pelvic floor and pull it up, then you do your abdominal lock, then bring your chin down is the chin lock. Very powerful practice. Root lock, Mula Bandh, abdominal lock or Uddiyani Bandh, and chin lock or Jalandhar Bandh. All three together called Mahabandh. And it is almost a cure for any known disease we have. Alternate nostril breathing, it balances both sides of your brain. So use your left hand first, touch your index finger and thumb, put it here like your Jnana Mudra or Dhyana Mudra. Use your right hand, and you don't have to press too hard, just gently close your nostril. I put my right thumb underneath my right nostril and start from the left side. We breathe out first through the left nostril. We then breathe in through the left nostril. Drop my hand with my ring finger and little finger, close my left nostril, and I breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. Drop my thumb down, close my right nostril, breathe out through your left nostril. A couple of more times, breathe in through your left nostril. Close your nostril, breathe out through your right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. Breathe out. Always try to breathe out longer than breathing in. Next, you bring a focus, do a Vishnu Mudra. You put your index finger and middle finger in between your eyebrows. Close your eyes, bring your focus in your third eye, and continue doing alternate nostril breathing. Let's do it about 15-20 counts, and you keep on doing it, and I'll tell you the benefit of this breathing technique. Do it silently, with a complete focus on your third eye, and you will see within a short time your mind totally quiets down. It's a powerful tool to control your vata. It's a vata pacifying pranayama. You do it, let me tell you the benefits. Left nostril is controlled by the right brain. Right brain is intuitive, right brain is female, right brain is cooling. Left nostril breathing is called Chandranari or cooling chant. It's called Ida. Right nostril is controlled by your left brain. Left brain is heating, left brain is analytical, left brain is male. Right nostril breathing is called heating, Suranari, sun energy. This activates both sides of your brain. Many a time you feel a little uncomfortable with your elbow. So I have done many times. I put it over into a small tool or a chair, and I do it. And if I cannot get that comfortable, then I use my left hand. I put my left hand like this, support my elbow. What happens this way, it does not take away your concentration. It balances everything in our body. It balances our vata, pitta and kapha. Quiets down your mind. Exercises both half of your brain. Very good tool for people with dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and loss of memory. Memory is nothing but a loss of focus. It is bring the focus back. Finally, the most advanced alternate nostril breathing practice is able to do it without closing your nostril. And the reason is, when you are in a state of yogic balance, you can literally access your subtle body. Subtle body is the body of your mind. Like here I'm closing my eyes, I can see, I can see my subtle body everywhere. I'm driving my car, I'm going to my house, opening the front door, getting into my foyer, getting into my living room. And also the way I practice it, I check it. Like with my eyes closed, I can touch the tip of my nose. My eyes closed, I can touch my head, I can touch my left knee, my right knee. I can touch anywhere. I can touch the left great toe. So by the time I do that, I feel very comfortable that I totally have access to my body and mind. So try this again. Touch your index finger and thumb. Put it over your knees. Close your eyes. Mentally, without closing your nostril, visualize you are breathing out through your left nostril. Breathing in through your left nostril. Just a short pause. Breathe out through your right nostril. Breathe in through your right nostril. Pause and breathe out through your left nostril. Let's see if you can do it with your eyes closed, totally focusing on your breath. Just do it about 5 to 10 breaths. See how you feel. This is exactly what yoga practice is. So the most important pranayama practice today is alternate nostril breathing. Make it able to do alternate nostril breathing. At home, you can put a little bit of a nice music, a little vibration, put on a little loose fitting clothes, and by the time you do it, you really don't know how you've been doing. It is so powerful. So quieting down your mind, the next practice is which you already have done. Let's practice for one more time. It is a bumblebee breathing called your Bhramari Pranayama. What it does, it controls your 5 senses. It quiets down your 5 senses. Then you create a vibration. Brain has a vibration. 2 vibration cancels, quiets down your mind. It is called your harmonic resonance. Again, 2 index finger in the forehead. All the 3 fingers to close your eyes, thumb to close your ear, and close your mouth. Let's do it 2 times this time, just for your practice. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. plumbing and cupping. It's a very powerful tool which you do every single day. You keep rubbing your thumb, and then when you feel the warmth in your hand, you put it over your eyes, the eyes, take all the heat from your hand, and massage with your forehead, massage with the eyes, face, and neck. But did you notice it, even with the few of you here today, that all of you are going in different direction, you have to go, because you totally dissociate yourself from external surroundings. That's really a total meditative practice. So every single day, I think these three pranayama, bellows, Vastrika, Kapalbhati pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, and few breath holdings, and the Brahmari pranayama is a must. Whatever asana practice I do, I practice all the time. There are a lot of other pranayamas, but one is very powerful, is a cooling, called Sitali pranayam, Sitkari pranayam. The Sitali pranayam, that always, first of all, you always breathe through your nostril. You don't breathe through your mouth. Reason is, if you breathe through your mouth, you don't know where the air has gone. Whether it gone to the stomach, gone to the lung. But if you breathe through your nostril, air goes through your nose. There's a structure called turbinate. It directs the air and slowly goes into the lung. So whole air goes to the lung. But for a Sitali pranayam, to cool down your body, you breathe in through your mouth, then breathe out through your nose, but not for a breathing purpose. This is to, Sitali means cooling. It's for the people like women with hot flushes, you have people with like acid reflux or inflammation, heart disease. So we put your tongue again I'll do it in a hand, I always do with the hand mudras. It automatically goes in, but still consciously I do a hand mudra. I have a tongue out and roll the tongue and breathe in. Close my mouth and then breathe out through nostril. Wait a few more times. You did a few breaths, it totally cools down your body and mind. Another way, somebody told me one time that they cannot stick your tongue out. You can breathe it through your teeth, called a Sitkari pranayama. The way you put your tongue a little bit high up in your heart palate, breathe your teeth. Very powerful cooling pranayama. Then we do another one, very physiological effect called Ujjayi pranayama. Ujjayi means victorious. What you do is very relaxing. You try to close your throat and try to breathe in. Again, the way we do it, like breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Completely breathe out. Sorry. What it does, you are relaxed. Initially, you can practice a little bit like a breathing in and out. We call it Darth Vader breathing. Slowly and slowly, it tightens up. Initially, I do a little bit of a, in a pause, like. cough is entirely normal because the cough comes from your larynx, and that means you are really constricting your larynx. It massages your thyroid gland. It's very good for thyroid. It also massages your tongue. Very good for your sleep apnea. And also, when you constrict your larynx, it stimulates a branch of the nerve called the vagus nerve. It sends a signal to the brain, which is almost 80% signal goes to the brain. Then it sends a signal down to your tongue and the soft palate. So snoring, if somebody is snoring, this is the treatment for snoring because it tightens up those muscles in the soft palate. Big name called palatopharyngeus. But again, this is practicing it every day. And another one, when you relax, you can do this. By the time you do, you'll have no more disease in your body and mind. Look at that. I'm doing the C-IAYT Pranayama, then I'm so relaxed, I will have an abdominal lock at the same time. This is a little advanced pranayama, but it happens when you're properly relaxed. Since we are doing pranayama today, practice, see all the relaxation we did, I feel so relaxed now, it's like it's almost fluid. The one advanced pranayama is that breath holding with alternate nostril breathing. It's called Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Just give you a little, demonstration how to do it, and we'll do it. We do it a ratio of 1:4:2. Like you breathe in with a count of 4 in, hold with a count of 16, breathe out with a count of 8. So let's do 2 seconds, then slowly you bring it up. Like for us, we do whole count of 16, 24, 12, 8, 32, 16. So again, I put my hand here again with the touching index finger and thumb. And I bring my index finger, middle finger down. My ring finger, little finger and thumb acts like a pinch. It is going to pinch my nostril. So if you put in the nostril like a pinch, so again you don't have to go all the way down. It is slow, gentle pinch is good enough. So what I do here, my left nostril is opened up now, and then I'm breathing out through my left nostril. I breathe in through the left nostril with a count of 4. Then I hold my breath for a count of 16. Then breathe out through the right nostril with a count of 8. I breathe in through the right nostril with a count of 4 in. Hold my breath for a count of 16. Breathe out through the left nostril with a count of 8 out. Very powerful pranayama. In fact, it's called a Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. It cleans up all of your channels. In Ayurveda it says the whole effect of pranayama is the Sanskrit name called Agni Dipana. It ignites your Agni. Ama Pachana. Ama is your toxins, Pachana is cooking. All the toxins get cooked. Nadi Shodhana. Nadi means channel. All Shodhana means clean. All the channels are clean. And Ojas Sthapana. Now we are making more Ojas. What the channel is, Ayurveda says that if prana flows through all the channels, you are healthy. And the channels gets blocked with a toxin of undigested food is called ama. So pranayama does a total Ayurvedic health. I'll write it down for you one time, you will see. Agni Dipana, Ama Pachana, Nadi Shodhana, and Ojasthapana. Proper English translation. See. And finally, the pranayama is also done called the Om Pranayama. And Om basically is a vibration which quiets down your mind. In fact, we have the 7 chakras. This we do finish with the chakra awakening meditation, which we do all the time. And the whole concept behind it is that when you close your eyes and you see some lights, and people do see lights. You know, I have a man, he called me yesterday. I'm meditating. I see a light is penetrating from my head, is going down to the lower part of the body, and he was basically describing the chakra to me. You know? So what they've done, they put the color of the rainbows. That's what they used to see: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And exactly you can see there, the violet is, they put aside the chakra in the stuff, it connects with your nervous system. You know, indigo is in the third eye. You know, it's a chakra called Agna chakra, is connected to your endocrine system. Then your color is blue at the level of throat. Vishuddha chakra is connected to respiratory system. Then the color of green at the level of a heart, called the heart chakra, Anahata chakra, the cardiovascular system. And then yellow is at the level of your belly button, called Manipur chakra, connected to your gastrointestinal system. Orange, between your belly button and the root, is at the level of your pelvis, is called your Swadhisthana chakra, reproductive system. And the root chakra, which is red, connected through your musculoskeletal system. So back pain, knee pain, but all are in imbalance for us. So we balance it. We can balance it with a lot of asanas, a lot of pranayamas, a lot of mudras, but most important is your vibration. And the vibration we use called Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Hum, Sham, Om. That will be your final practice today. Like your chakra again meditation. Again, touch your index finger and thumb. Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Visualize at the root of your spine, there is a wheel or a chakra, red in color. It has 4 petals and it balances your musculoskeletal system. The sound to balance it is a Lam. So we have all done before. Let's do it together. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Lam. Bring your awareness between belly button and the root of the spine. Color is orange. It has 6 petals connected to your reproductive system. So any functional disorder in the reproductive system, you meditate on this chakra. Sound to balance is a Vam. Again, breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Vam. belly button. Color is yellow. About 10 petals connected to your gastrointestinal system. So it balances your gastrointestinal disorders. So breathe out first. Deep breath in. Ram. Towards your heart chakra. Color is green, connected to cardiovascular system. It balances all the cardiovascular system. Sound is yum. Why like a yellow? So breathe out first. Deep breath in. Yum. Bring your awareness to throat chakra, Vishuddha chakra. Color is blue. 16 petals or 16 sides connected to respiratory system. So any respiratory issue, meditate on this chakra. Sound is a hum, H like in Harry. So breathe out first. Deep breath in. Hum. Awareness to the third eye, in between the eyebrows, Agga chakra, a third eye chakra. Color is indigo. 2 petals connected to your endocrine system. Sound to balance the chakra is a sham, S-H. So breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Sham. Bring your awareness to the crown chakra, Sahasra chakra. The color is violet, 1000 petals connected to your nervous system. Sound to balance is Om. In yogic tradition, Om has 3 components: A, U, Ma, A, U, M. A comes from the lower part of the lung, U comes from the middle part of the lung, M comes from the upper part of the lung. So again, breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Slowly bring your hands in front, touch your little finger and the thumb, separate the ring finger, middle finger and index finger, called a lotus mudra, Padma mudra. It connects your body, mind and spirit. Slowly bring it close to your heart. Heart is the site of your soul. Heart and mind is connected. This is, we always say, memorized by heart. Yoga gives us wellness. Pranayama gives us the therapy for all the chronic diseases. It's a physical wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness. Physical wellness takes care of our body, gives us strength and stamina. Mental and spiritual wellness gives us healing. Put your hands in the front. Yogic tradition is called Namaste. It's honoring the divinity within you. You are divine. And then you finish with our again the beautiful yoga relaxation is pumping and cupping. Like, rub your hands. When you feel the warmth in your hand and feet, put it over your eyes. Let the eyes take all the heat from you. Massage your forehead, massage your eyes, massage your face and head and neck. It's a very powerful yogic practice. We did along, it took some time, but when you do it at home, it is really in a short period of time. By the time you finish it, you are totally blessed, totally in a transcendental state. Any question what you have done today? You will have a smile in your face, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow will be the whole day again, but again, it's all relaxation. By the time we finish any of our sessions, and